Hello, and welcome to this HelloID product release video for our August 2019 release of the module provisioning. We will start with a PowerPoint presentation to introduce the new functions and features and then move on to demoing them. Our August release has 5 new items. The first is the ability to select the HR department instead of having to type in the department in the previous versions. You can combo select departments from a list of all available departments. Next, as part of the rule engine, you used to be able to create or delete an Azure AD account. Now you can also enable and disable the account as well. We have added this as an extra entitlement in the rule engine. Third, you now have the option to update Azure ID fields based on changes that are being detected in the HR system. So if the last name of someone is being updated in HR, this update will also be processed in Azure ID as well. You can set per field in Azure if it needs to be updated or not. Next, you will be able to check for the uniqueness of a target field within the system. This will allow you to see if it already exists to avoid duplication by using an alternative name. This will offer the functionality for name generation and create, for example, a unique UPN. Last, we have the new and powerful option to offer versioning in the rule engine. Now you can make changes in the rules and check the impact first before actually executing the change in the network. This will offer you an impact analysis option and also the option to revert changes to the rules. How the rules are being set up determine heavily on the behavior of the HelloID provisioning engine. Therefore, we offer much better control with this new option. Do you want to try this yourself? First, these new functionalities will only be available by request, and only in a preview environment once they have been requested. Simply send an email to support@toolsforever.com. And again, this is for previewing only and not for production. You should also know that every time you upgrade, there is a strong likelihood that all of your data will be deleted and you will need to reconfigure your environment. Let's demo these new functionalities. Let's start with the new ability to select departments in the rule engine. We are logged in as an admin and start by heading over to the provisioning rules here on the left. We go to our Azure account and click on the tool icon to bring us to the conditions pop-up. We have already made this condition, but let's delete it to show you the new functionality. We can simply start typing the department we are looking for. Let's look for a specific sales department. And as we type, the options are narrowed down in the pop-up. We don't even need to finish typing before we find what we are looking for. And then click the plus sign to add that department. We can add as many departments as we would like to this condition. Down here, we have a more advanced option where we can type in the ID, the primary identification number of the department, in case the department cannot be selected yet, but it will be available in the future. Next, let's look at the enable and disable functions in the rule engine. We are still in our Azure AD account. We go below to the entitlements. The first one you know already, to create and delete Azure AD user account. This entitlement used to create an account as disabled. Now we have split this in two. Now you have the option to create separate conditions to enable or disable an account. Now we can also update account attributes based on changes in the source system. Select Microsoft Azure AD and go to Configuration, and finally Account Settings. This option is new. If the display name is changed in HR, it will subsequently change in the HelloID vault. And now we have the option for it to be automatically updated in Azure AD. Now down here, the user's principal name is usually not something you want to be updated, so in this configuration, the update option has been disabled. This selectable option gives you the ability to make these fields updatable or static based on the organizational need. The principal user is static, but the display name will be updated if any changes are made in the HR system. Now on to our fourth functionality, the ability to check the uniqueness of a field in Azure AD. Let's go down here to principal username to show you how this works. Here is the keyword, iteration, and it is being managed by the HelloID software. Below this iteration, we have nickname plus suffix and then the domain as an extension. If there is no other user with that same name, this number will be 0 and an account will be created without a numeric extension. If it is not unique, meaning it already exists, the creation will start incrementing the iteration variable. For example, if John Smith is already a user and a new John Smith joins, he would be johnsmith1 at your domain name. This is flexible, and you can make the uniqueness pretty much anything you want by using JavaScript logic, like adding a second last letter of their last name. It's a very powerful mechanism with this new keyword iteration. Now, to utilize this new option, make sure the Ensure this field is unique in Azure AD toggle is turned on. Finally, let's look at the new version option in the provisioning rule engine. Let's go back to our Azure account under Provisioning Rules. We go back into Conditions, delete the current department, and let's look for the Inside Sales Department, and then Configure, and go back. Now we can see that no one in the department meets this condition. So we are going to simply save, not save and publish, to see what happens without the changes being made in this case. However, if we go back and click Save and Publish, it will execute and apply this rule in the production environment. This will help you see what the impact of changes will be without affecting anyone. Thank you for watching, and please let us know if you have any questions or requests. And remember that this is available for preview only by request. Simply email isupport@toolsforever.com to give it a try.